Let's talk Power Rangers. So Power Rangers is based off the 90s TV show. I'm not sure if it was a hit, but it was definitely a show that everybody watched. Obviously, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And it's the concept is of these alien dinosaur type things, whatever, come down to Earth with 5 teenagers with attitude, and then they grant these superpowers or whatever among them, and then they kick ass and fight giant things and whatnot. Fun fact for you all, Power Rangers TV show actually sucks a lot. It's kind of ridiculous. I revisited a couple years back how terrible the show actually is. It's very repetitive, very cheesy. The movie they made is even worse than the show. So going into this, the source material isn't really great. The ideas are there, but like the execution in the past has not been there at all. So going to this movie, I was kind of weird. Plus, a writer I really respect, Max Landis, had a script initially and was writing this movie, and then he got cut from the job. And so going to this movie, I was really unsure what to feel, what to think. The concept is weird. Blockbusters are being done left and right. Some are really bad, like Suicide Squad. Some are good, like, Civil War behind me. But it's all over the place, so I was unsure what to feel like going into this movie. With that being said, let's dive into it. Let's hit up performances first. I'll just go over their character names in the movie because they actually did a good job making sure you knew the names of the guys on the team. So we'll start off with Jason the leader. Jason the leader, the actor, I'll put his name right there, boom, just because Dackery something. I don't know what the hell's name, but it's Dackery or Dacre, or whatever the fuck his name is. Anyway, I liked him a lot. He was a good leader. He did a good job. We felt for him. Him and then Billy, the Blue Ranger, were really well developed. Those are the two best developed characters of the movie. Everyone else was a little, You had Kimberly. She was really cool. I had a lot of fun to her. Interesting dynamic. We didn't really go too deep into her story. I wanted to see more than Trinity, whatever the hell, Yellow Ranger. She was really cool. I liked to see her a lot, but then, again, they didn't really dive into her story too much. And then Zach was, I think, the most likable out of everybody, but then they didn't develop him too much as well. You saw an interesting dynamic with him and his mom, and that was really cool to see. That was a different thing, a relatable thing that they did. But again, really only Billy and Jason were fleshed out, and then still barely fleshed out. These characters weren't fleshed out, but they were extremely likable, so that I was able to kind of whatever, I'm having fun, continue on. Bryan Cranston's Zordon was actually pretty good. I enjoyed the dynamic of that. We didn't see a lot of Zordon. We saw some conflict with Zordon, and I like that, but nothing too crazy. Like, now that I think about it, this movie really wasn't fleshed out with any of the characters almost at all. Like, Jason was probably the most fleshed out, and he was barely fleshed out, so it was kind of rough in there. Rita was cool, I guess. The fact that she was the Green Ranger, technically, and then, that's going to get taken away from her, and then we're going to have Tommy show up at some point. So, that was fine. And the tone for this movie is kind of all over the place, but I got to give it credit. With the tone being all over the place, 1 second it's all wacky kid stuff, the next second they're all angsty teens, and then they're fighting, and then it's super serious again. Within those tones that are all over the place, they still think they hit those tones. The tone they're going for, they got it. But then 5 seconds later, when we jump to another tone, it's okay, jarring, but I get this too. And then you jump to another one. So it's a little jarring, the tone and the pacing of the movie. So that kind of wasn't awesome. And then the action was good, but nothing totally incredible either. It sounds like I'm shitting on this movie, but I'm just kind of looking at it, taking a step back and thinking about it. And there was kind of a lot of flaws in it, but honestly, I enjoyed the movie, but it didn't blow me away or anything like that. One thing I'm going to give this movie credit for is the fact that it is a complete story, and that a movie like Fantastic Beasts is kind of half a movie, and then 17 sequels planned. But then this is a full movie. You can watch it on its own, and then they're going to make 17 sequels. Obviously, it's a franchise. That's what this movie industry is all about these days. So this movie kind of has some character issues, not a lot fleshed out. Tone issues, not really all there. And, kind of messy overall, but extremely likable characters. Got to give them that. It was fun, too. I actually had a lot of fun. The Zords coming to life was a lot of fun. And the music was really well put into this movie as well. The good chemistry between all the actors. So if this movie's going to pick it up at Redbox. Don't rush out to see this movie. It's fun. If you're super nostalgic about Power Rangers, you'll have a great time because this is all nostalgia about Power Rangers. But nothing too crazy, groundbreaking done here. The chemistry's good. The pacing's kind of off. The characters aren't really fleshed out. The action's fine. The Zords are fine. Well, the Zords are cool. But everything else is kind of just flat bar. But I still think it's worth to watch. But then not right away. Go pick it up at Redbox. That's my grade. Go pick it up at Redbox. Those were a lot of long rants. I've been kind of thinking about this all day, so that's kind of why that happened. So, with all that nonsense being said, if any of these mouth noises made your ear holes hokey pokey, turn yourself around, hit subscribe, stay tuned for more movie reviews, vlogs, pitches, other stuff that I'll think about doing later. And most importantly, have yourself a kick-ass day.